The other day, via email, I received my fire report from the last engineer that surveyed the damage, which was pretty devastating because it's everything. And for an entire week, I dug with clam boots and gloves and a rake with some very dear friends that could help me find anything tangible that I could hold on to, that I could take that was mine with me wherever I was going to go. And when I received my fire report, it was suggested that had I been home at 10:15 on Sunday, October the 20th, I would not have survived the fire. And every night, every Sunday night of my life, I'm going to tell you all something, it's a night off. For musicians, Sunday nights are great. You can do whatever the hell you want. Most of the time for me, it was laying in bed with a crossword puzzle with my dog. So that night, I happened to have been at the distilling company on the stage with some of jazz's greatest musicians ever in life. And I was given an all-access pass from friends of mine, Denny and Leon, who run the whole Rehoboth Beach Jazz Fest every year. And I was honored. And that night has become very bittersweet for me. Because as I was enjoying a gift, my family was, and my home was being taken away from me. So when I arrived, I saw the fire, and I opened the door to my home because I wanted to save my animals immediately. And as I did, the impact of the fire, I actually oxygenated the fire, and when I opened the door, it blew me off my porch. So there's a second, I'm glad to be here. But I want you to know that I have never in my life felt so much love and support. If it weren't for you, I feel like you all have carried me. I have not had strong legs to walk. I haven't had a lot of great sleep. And I ask God why every day, and I don't get answers. But I will tell you that as I pray, God always says to me, Viki, to whom much is given, much is required. I have been given you. I have been given you. You have been my gift. You are my gift. And those of you that are here and live here and share my weekends and my Wednesdays and my Thursdays and my events that I've done for other people, I want you to know something. 5 or 6 years ago, and I may even be short of it, a young man lost his home in a fire and his pet, maybe pets. And I thought of him, and he contacted me after my fire. I did a fundraiser for him with Mary Ann Slinkman, the fundraiser queen, because we cared enough to make sure that one of our own was going to be taken care of, and my life just kind of came full circle. And now I know what Jim really went through. I felt his pain then, but now Jim is the closest thing to me that I've ever felt in my life, because I feel his pain immeasurably. It's immeasurable. You can't even imagine. As I was walking through the fire, I have a cousin who works for a restoration service, and I'm going to share this with you because I've said to many people, when I've said, God's been so good through this, they'll say, you believe in God, Viki? And I said, I'm going to tell you why. Before my father's death, I lost my grandmother, who was very dear to our family. And my father gave me a crucifix out of her casket. And I kept it in my nightstand. And my cousin, Johnny Tana, my Tanas are here today. Where's my Tana family? Familia, I love you. My cousin Johnny came to help me dig for the last bit of things that I could take that I could save. I said, I'm looking for my grandmother's crucifix. It was in my nightstand. My dad gave it to me. I'm looking for my daughter's baby spoon. I'm looking for anything that I can take that is sentimental to me. I don't give a shit about a picture. We can all buy a print, but you can't get back what is so sentimental of value. And they dug and they dug and they dug, and I showed them where the nightstand used to be, and it was just burned ruins. And I'm going to tell you all, when I say burned ruins, I mean to the ground. There were a few floor beams, and that was it. And one of the guys actually fell through the floor looking for me. And my cousin said, I don't think we're going to find it. And next thing you know, I walk away, and he has this hook, and he finds this something, and he digs it out, and he goes, Viki, and he holds up my grandmother's crucifix. And it was my cousin. This is my family that found that. And his mother and my grandmother were sisters. So I cried, and I said to Johnny, I think they're up there making sure that you found that. Because you have no idea what they were like, trust me. On a very happy note, I've been blessed with a place to lay my head. It is not mine, but it is on the water. Every morning I open the curtains and I have a cup of coffee and I look out at the serenity and the peace of that beautiful ocean. And every day I thank God I survived the fire. And I thank God that I'm here for my daughter.
Yeah. We're glad you're here.
And I thank God that I'm here for you. And I thank God you're here for me. Today's a bittersweet day because one of the things that of course I see you shrink because you have to after stuff like this because you deal with post-traumatic stress, which I had no idea what the hell that was, and now I'm living it. I am now Viki Dee PTS. I have all new initials. But anyway, I was told today to accept what happened so that I can accept this. And until you accept what happened, it's hard to accept that I'm here. So today's a day of acceptance and joy. It's bittersweet. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, all these musicians. Thank you. I love you. Have a great time. I hope I get to hug you all. Mwah. Much love.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Delaware's own Lowercase Blues.